That morning, my wife and I said our usual goodbyes. She left her second cup of coffee and walked with me to the front door. She did this every day. She gave me my coat and hat and told me to be careful. She always did this. I closed the door and she went back to finish her coffee. I'm a lawyer and I work very hard. My friend, Dr. Franklin, told me not to work so hard.
You might get sick.
He said,
A lot of people who work too much get very tired and suddenly they forget who they are. They can't remember anything. It's called amnesia. You should take a break and rest.
But I do take rest. On Friday nights, my wife and I play a game of chess, and on Sundays, she reads me the letter she gets from her father every week. I answered. That morning, as I walked to work, I thought about Dr. Franklin's advice. I felt healthy and happy with life. When I woke up, I was on a train and felt very uncomfortable after sleeping for a long time. I sat back in my seat and tried to remember. After a while, I said to myself, I must have a name. I checked my pockets. No letters, no papers, nothing with my name on it. But I found $4,000. I must be someone, I thought. The train was full of men who were all very friendly. One of them came and sat beside me and said,
Hello, my name's Grant Wilson. I'm from New York. You're going to the meeting in San Francisco, right? What's your name?
I had to answer him, so I quickly said, Jonathan Lee from California. He was reading a newspaper, but he looked up from it every few minutes to talk to me. I understood from his conversation that he was a pharmacist, and he assumed that I was a pharmacist too. Are all these men pharmacists? I asked.
Yes, they are. Just like us, they're all going to the yearly meeting in San Francisco.
He replied. After some time, he held out his newspaper to me and said,
Look at this. Here's another one of those stories about men who run away and then say that they have forgotten who they are. A man gets tired of his work and family. He wants to have a good time. He leaves for a while, and when they find him, he says that he don't know who he is and that he can't remember anything.
I took out the newspaper and read this.
Chicago, August 14th. Michael Wood, an important lawyer in the town, left home 4 days ago and has not come back. Just before he left, he took out a lot of money from his bank. No one has seen him since then. He is a quiet man who likes his work and is happily married. But Mr. Michael works very hard, and it is possible that he has amnesia.
But sometimes people do forget who they are, Mr. Wilson, I said.
Oh, come on, that's not true. These men just want something more exciting in their lives. Perhaps another woman or something different.
Mr. Wilson replied. We arrived in San Francisco at around 9 o'clock at night. I took a taxi to a hotel and wrote the name Jonathan Lee in the hotel register. The young man at the hotel desk looked at me a bit strangely since I had no suitcase with me. I'm here for the pharmacist meeting. Unfortunately, my suitcase got lost, I said. I then took out some money and gave it to him. The next day, I bought a suitcase and some clothes and started living life as Jonathan Lee. I didn't try to remember who or what I was before. The next few days in San Francisco were wonderful. The music, the restaurants, the museums, the parks, the theaters, the nightlife, and the beautiful girls. And during this time, I learned something very important. If you want to be happy, you must be free. Sometimes I went to quiet, expensive restaurants with light music. Other times, I went on the river in boats full of loud young women and their boyfriends. And then there was Broadway with its theaters and bright lights. One evening, as I was going back to my hotel, a man came and stood in front of me.
Hello, Michael. What are you doing in San Francisco? Is Mrs. Wood with you?
He cried loudly. I'm sorry, sir, but you're mistaken. My name is Jonathan Lee. Please excuse me, I said coldly. The man moved away in surprise, and I went over to the front desk. Behind me, he said something about a telephone. Give me my bill, and please bring down my suitcase in half an hour, I said to the man at the front desk. That night, I moved into a peaceful little hotel on Fifth Avenue. One evening, at one of my favorite restaurants on Broadway, as I was going to my table, someone grabbed my arm.
Mr. Michael,
A sweet voice cried. I turned quickly and saw a woman who was sitting alone. She looked around 40 and had very beautiful eyes.
how could you just walk past me like that? Didn't you recognize me?
She said. I sat down at her table. She had beautiful red and black hair. Are you sure you know me? I asked.
No, I never truly knew you.
She smiled. Well, my name is Jonathan Lee. I'm from California, I said.
So, you haven't brought Mrs. Wood with you then? Oh, Michael, you haven't changed much in 19 years.
She said, laughing. She looked at my face and quietly said,
No, you haven't forgotten. I told you that you could never forget.
I'm sorry, but that's the problem. I have forgotten. I've forgotten everything, I replied. She laughed.
Did you know I got married 10 months after you did? It was in all the newspapers.
She was silent for a moment. Then she looked up at me again and said,
Tell me one thing, Michael. Since that night 19 years ago, can you touch, smell, or look at red tulips and not think of me?
I can only say that I don't remember any of this. I'm very sorry. I tried to look away from her. She smiled and stood up to leave. Then she held out her hand to me and said,
Oh yes, you remember. Goodbye, Michael Wood.
She said with a sweet but sad smile. That night, I went to the garden, and when I went back to my hotel, a quiet man in a blue shirt was waiting for me.
Mr. Lee, can I speak with you for a minute? There's a room available here,
He said. I followed him into a large room. A man and a woman were sitting there. The woman was beautiful, but her face looked sad and tired. I liked everything about her. The man, who was about 50, came to meet me.
Mr. Wood, it's good to see you again. I told you that you were working too hard. Now you can come home with us. You'll soon be all right.
He said. My name is Jonathan Lee. I've never seen you before in my life, I said. The woman cried out.
Oh, Michael, I'm your wife.
She tried to hug me, but I pushed her arms away.
Oh, doctor, what's wrong with him?
The woman cried.
Go to your room. He'll soon be well again.
The doctor said to her. The woman left, as did the man in the blue shirt. The doctor then turned to me and said quietly,
Listen, your name is not Jonathan Lee.
I understand, but a man must have a name. Why not Jonathan? I replied.
Your name is Michael Wood. You are one of the best lawyers in Chicago, and that woman is your wife.
The doctor said, She's a very beautiful woman. I love the color of her hair. I said,
She's a very good wife as well. When you left 3 weeks ago, she was very sad. Then we got a telephone call from a man who saw you here in this hotel.
I think I remember him, I said. He called me Michael. Excuse me, but who are you?
I'm Tom Franklin. I've been your friend for 30 years and your doctor for 20 years. Michael, try to remember.
You say you're a doctor. Then please tell me, how can I get better? Does amnesia go slowly or suddenly? I asked.
Sometimes it goes slowly, sometimes suddenly.
Will you help me, Dr. Franklin? I asked.
My dear friend, I'll do everything that I can.
He said. Very well. And if you're my doctor, you can't tell anyone what I say.
Of course not.
Dr. Franklin answered. I stood up. There were some red tulips on the table. I walked over, picked them up, and threw them out of the window. Then I sat back down. Franklin, I think it would be best to get better quickly. I'm a bit tired of it all now. Go and bring my wife Scarlett in. But oh, doctor, oh, my dear old friend, it was wonderful, I said with a happy smile.